Why do we arrive at Hogwarts so late? Why can we see Thestrals, and what do we survive? These are the questions currently surrounding the main character's backstory in Hogwarts Legacy. In this video, I'm going to answer these mysteries and explain the dark secrets behind the main character's history. Make sure to keep watching until the end of the video where I show confirmed information about the main character's mysterious past. Before we go over our character's secrets, let's analyse what we do know so far. We arrive at Hogwarts in the late 1800s in our 5th year. Straight away we know this is a very strange thing to happen. Since it was founded, Hogwarts has had the Quill of Admittance and the Book of Acceptance. These magical objects know when a witch or wizard is born, and they choose which magical children get to come to Hogwarts. From Wizarding World lore, we know that these witches and wizards always start Hogwarts in their first year, so 5th year is incredibly late. They only have years 6 and 7 left, and that's if they choose to stay and do their newts. In terms of the main story arc, we know from the state of play that our character has a unique ability to manipulate ancient magic. Again, this is super interesting and really fascinating. Ancient magic wasn't mentioned much in Harry Potter, so this is a fairly new theme to explore. We know that Lily's sacrifice and protection over Harry was a type of ancient magic, and this is perhaps the most powerful magic that we had heard about in the whole Harry Potter franchise. So, if our character has this rare ability to control one of the most powerful types of magic, we can presume that our character is going to be a very powerful and talented witch or wizard who is special in the wizarding world. So, what evidence do we have of the main character having a dark past? Firstly, this magical creature right here called a Thestral. In the state of play, we see the main character interacting with these Thestrals. This is really important because Thestrals can only be seen by witches or wizards who have seen death. This means that our character has witnessed someone die at some point in their past. This is obviously very tragic and will presumably shape our character's personality in some way, and this could definitely relate to how they got their unique abilities. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. The following quote comes from one of the devs on the official PS5 State of Play blog post. Players will get to experience what it was like for Harry starting at a new wizarding school and knowing no one at all. And like Harry, the player's character is a bit of a celebrity from the outset due to the fact that they are starting as a 5th year and because they survived and then they get cut off. Firstly, this confirms that our character is special, presumably because of our powers, and the students at Hogwarts already know about us. However, it also says that we know no one at Hogwarts. This suggests that we were not brought up amongst other wizarding families, and I'm going to talk about why this is later in the video. However, the most important bit of this quote is where they say we survived something. Some theories I have of what happened could be a dark wizard or goblin attack. This would tie in with the lore of the Goblin Rebellions going on in the 1800s and the strife between goblins and wizards. The fact that we survived something also perfectly ties into the fact that we can see Thestrals, and I suspect that where we survived is also where we witnessed death. So how does this explain why we don't go to Hogwarts until year 5? What is the secret history of our main character? My theory so far is that we were in fact a squib. I believe we were orphaned after a family member or all of our family members died in the event where we survived. I think this happened to our character when they were quite young, and because of the traumatic experience, their magical powers were suppressed until they were a teen. This means that our character was a squib and did not start showing magical talents until they were ready for year 5 in Hogwarts. This would perfectly explain why we don't know anyone at Hogwarts and why we are well known, as it would be incredibly rare for a squib to go to Hogwarts. It would also make sense for the game as it gives us a reason to explore Hogwarts and the wizarding world for the first time as a 5th year student. In relation to our unique powers, I think they were either passed down from a very talented family member who died, or they were given to us in the event where we survived. To summarise, we know for definite that our character is special, has unique powers, and has survived something. I think they were a squib who has recently discovered they have rare powers, and as I talked about, this would explain a lot. I can't wait to find out if my theories are true. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about my theories, and of course let me know if you have any theories of your own. If you did enjoy, then please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as I have a lot more Hogwarts Legacy content coming up. As always, thank you so much for watching everyone, see you next time.